Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. There are many questions I think we have all been thinking in regards to Majin Buu, and one of the main ones is, would he ever actually be used again in the show, and how? A lot of us wanted to see Buu at the Tournament of Power and have grown to love him, hoping that he would be part of the show again instead of sleeping on the sidelines. Especially after he began his training to become Fit Buu and sparred with Goku, I think we were wondering what Buu's full potential is. However, it wasn't meant to be at that time, and probably having someone like Buu in the Tournament of Power was just too complex to write into that arc, as it already had so many diverse fighters and moving parts. So the Buu fans had to wait, but that wait is now coming to an end, since Buu is going to be a pretty big part of Dragon Ball Super manga. If you've been following the manga, you know the Galactic Patrol arc kickstarts with Mieris kidnapping Majin Buu in chapter 42. We know that the evil Moro has escaped the Galactic Patrol prison, and Mieris knows that the only chance that they have against such an adversary is to somehow extract the Great Lord of Lords or Grand Supreme Kai's ability out of Buu. The ability they need specifically is to once again seal away Moro's magic, as in the recent manga chapter 45, Vegeta and Goku found out the hard way that despite their incredible power, it only made Moro stronger. This villain is like nothing they faced before, and Moro can drain the entire planet along with everything on it of its energy, leaving our heroes in a weakened state and not able to transform at this time. Mieris was right, and the only course of action for him is to continue on to try and get the aid of Majin Buu. How they go about getting this aid is tricky. First off, do they actually seek to remove the Grand Supreme Kai out of Buu, and if they can do something like that, then why didn't they long ago? When we look at Majin Buu's absorption technique, we know that he acquires not only the power of who he absorbs, but also their characteristics and personality. Which is why when we look back at the day the benevolent Grand Supreme Kai was absorbed, Buu transformed into this being that is kind-hearted like a child, carefree and not just someone of pure destruction. This is the form we knew him as before he of course went on the absorption spree, absorbing most of the Z fighters. Later we know Goku and Vegeta, while inside of Super Buu, find everyone in these pods of who he has absorbed, and they free everyone, causing Buu to transform back into his original self, or Kid Buu form. Well, why didn't they see the absorbed Kais as well? Why weren't they freed? As we know, Fat Buu was also absorbed by his evil version, and was also inside of Super Buu. However, this Fat Buu is the Buu that contains the Grand Supreme Kai. He is dormant inside of here, and why they didn't see their actual pods to be freed. They would have had to go inside that Buu to find them. The same Buu that is now sleeping on the Galactic Patrol ship. So if there is a technique to rescue the Grand Supreme Kai, it is one that was already used before. Goku and Vegeta would have to be absorbed again and be inside of Buu. They would have to free the Grand Supreme Kai from the inside. It is likely that Mieris is unaware of their fight with Super Buu, and that they have freed people that have been absorbed before. Now we just need Goku and Vegeta to escape with his instant transmission from their fight with Moro, and we now have a working plan on how to defeat him. The only thing that puzzles me is what would happen to Buu with the Grand Supreme Kai removed. The easygoing, loving Buu that is friends with Mr. Satan is basically the characteristics of the Grand Supreme Kai. If you remove him, then we are left with a Buu that looks like as he did after absorbing the South Kai. If they are inside of Buu, I would imagine they would also free the South Kai, but then what is left? Before the South Kai was absorbed, we had Kid Buu, and we know that this evil was already removed. Would he be a pure-hearted Kid Buu? No absorptions and no evil? It would be Buu's original form, yet the complete opposite since the evil version was killed. The only thing that is certain is they need the Grand Supreme Kai's help to seal away Moro's magic. This is the way they retrieve him, and what is left is the old Buu, but perhaps one that can be used as an ally that is all good. Now tell me, how do you think they will get the aid of the Grand Supreme Kai from inside of Buu? What do you think will happen if they remove the Kais from Buu, and what will his new form be like? I always love to hear your theories in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and please subscribe and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.